Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. It's 4 o'clock a.m. I don't know why I just looked at that. It's repetitious Monday. It is clockwork. There's don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with repetition. Repetition is propelling me into the physical body that I want. Repetition is propelling me into the mental state I want. Uh, the repetition is propelling me financially to where I want to be. So the only thing I would say repetition is not good at is if you're looking to lose weight, doing the same thing is not going to help. So be repetition and changing that. Create some repetition if you'd like to stop smoking cigarettes. Repetition in a bad relationship is not good. Just doing it over and over again, well, that's not a good idea to do. That's my opinion. Um, but repetition. I'm on my way to the gym. It's 4 o'clock. It's Monday. Um, it's not always easy um, to get up, to stay encouraged, to stay enlightened about what it is that I'm supposed to do. But I have a lot of reference points in my mind to go back to. Um, Lately, I've been speaking to my family a lot about our purpose, about coming to a clear understanding about um, the strength of our subconscious mind and how careful we need to be with what we say to ourselves, what we think, you know, the fact that it does come back and it seems to play a huge role in the risk we're willing to take or whether or not we're willing to go after specific or certain opportunities. We need to be careful about what we say to ourselves. We need to be careful about what we say to one another. We need to be careful in all these different things. And there's this one guy, Malachi, actually brought him to my attention. And I had seen him, but I never had a name to put with him. And his name is Tai Lopez. And Tai Lopez has this like 1 minute clip on YouTube. And he's walking you through his house, and it's a nice house in Beverly Hills. And then he walks you into his garage, and he has like this Porsche or this Ferrari or something like that parked in there, or Lamborghini. I'm not sure what he has in there. Um, but he looks at it and he says, "This is my most proudest accomplishment." And then the camera slowly pans around and it pans to these books. Inside of his garage, right next to his vehicles, he has these row of books. This row of books, just massive. On a just a regular person level, it's pretty big to read that many books, just stacked in there. And he says, "This is what I'm proud of most." And I actually watched a guy, and he is kind of an asshole, you know. But I say that not bad. I just say it because when you think about or you hear him talk, you kind of just think that. I don't know. But I think he's actually a very intelligent, bright guy. And I didn't mean to say asshole to like kind of influence anybody's opinion about this guy. I don't know. It's just what came to my mind. I think he'd probably be a really cool dude to like chop it up with. And the reason why he kind of came to my mind is because he puts a strong emphasis on reading. And even though some people might say, well, reading, until you read, you really have no idea what's inside of a book and what can help you. And the reason I say that is because before I started reading like philosophical books or psychological books or anything else dealing with what it is that I want to get into, I was reading, my first book was a Donald Goings books, and he usually wrote about black culture and from the street level. And then I moved up to Dean Koontz and Tom Clancy and who else did I really like get into? But ultimately, I ended up reading the Bible. I've read the Bible front to back a couple times. And the first couple times, I think I read it with a real mental mind. The last couple times, I was able to really read it with a spiritual mind and discern the parables and whatnot inside of there. The reason why I'm saying that reading is so fundamental is because a lot of the things that we need to know in life are locked away inside of a book. See, it's not easy for me every single morning to get up and do what I need to do. but it becomes a lot more easier with repetition, and it becomes a lot more easier knowing that I have the knowledge of my forefathers who've done the repetition and who have been to the mountain and who have climbed the mountain and came back down the mountain. When I know that I have the experience of their knowledge locked away in my archives of memories, of things that I've read, I've observed, it becomes a lot easier. Reading is such a starting point to get to where you got to go. It is a huge starting point, because when your family, who is most of the time in the same boat you are, trying to figure out how the hell to get out, cannot give you the information you need, and sometimes even the clergy is in the same boat you're in, and they don't know how to get out. You have to be able to look towards something else to give you the information you need to get out. And even sometimes the school teacher is in the same situation. And the situation I'm talking about is usually financial or physical. I'm either talking about your physical health or your financial health. Those are usually two of the biggest things that we need to overcome in order to live a happier life. Because I ain't ever met a broke person that was happy unless they were physically where they wanted to be. So you got to have one or the other. There's just, you can't be mental and physically broke. It's it goes against the laws of nature and purpose. So I really kind of dug this guy Tai Lopez, because I respected the fact that he started from the foundation of reading a book, which is ultimately what I believe in. If you pick it up and you read it and you start somewhere, you can probably start finding out that there's a lot of things you didn't know that could help you in life. It helps me every single day. Every time that I feel like getting down or giving up, I have these reference points in my mind of something that I've seen or read from a credible individual, a reputable individual, that gives me strength and courage to push forward. So it's Monday. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be going to my office. I'm happy to make something happen today. I write my goals down daily. I write down my ambitions, my hopes. I talk to myself and tell myself what I am. Because if I don't tell myself I'm great, nobody else is going to. My coach always says this. He says, if you lack confidence and you walk in a room and you don't believe in yourself, then the vote is unanimous, because nobody else is going to believe in you either. It starts with you. It starts with me. If I don't believe in myself, nobody else will. So I'll push hard every single day and go after the prize. But you need some reference points. You need some points to refer back to. The biggest thing going around our office right now is reflection. At first, when that word was brought up, reflection, it's like, But reflection is very important, and it covers every aspect of your life. Reflection, if you're having a down day, you can reflect back and be thankful for a time when you were in the exact same position you came out of it, Groundhog's Day. Reflection when it's time to think about, will your business make it to where it needs to be? If you're well read and well versed in what's going on in business, then you will reflect back on something that you picked up, and you will have more energy to propel forward. So reflection is important, repetition is important, and confidence in yourself is important, because if you don't believe in you, the vote is unanimous. Nobody else will either. Nobody. That is a fact. So I'm going to get to the gym. It's a beautiful day. I love it. I am a powerful listing agent. I am ready to take on the world. I will do multiple deals today. And I'll do this because I believe that, because I tell myself that. And if everything starts and ends in the mind, then I'd much rather start mine off on a good note and get it going in that direction. So y'all have a wonderful Monday. Start to your weekend. God bless. Peace out.